Hey guys, it's Arta Crystal McCoy, and in today's video we are going to do another draw with me video, but this time I am going to be making something that I've been wanting to draw for a while. This isn't going to be a commission or anything like that. This is just something, like I said, I've been wanting to work on. So if you guys would like to join me, if you could like the video, if you could subscribe, but only if you want to, I'm not going to force anyone. But yeah, let's get into this drawing. So my idea for it is like those vintage like moon paintings that you used to see where like there was like the moon like cut out in the background, and then there'd be like a couple like sitting at like staring at each other, and it was just like had all these clouds and these stars and flowers. This is just like the mock-up sketch that I'm gonna do for the painting. So I kind of wanted to get an idea of like where I was going with it. But this one's going to be a little different. I am going to be making it a little bit more morbid. So the couple that are sitting, they're going to be skeletons, go more into mental health issues or any sort of like thing like that. So this will be representing like a toxic kind of relationship. It's all gonna be black and white and gray as well. I'm not gonna do any color on this piece. I will be using a canvas though, like I said. So this is the little mock-up of it. And let's get going on this piece, guys. I'm really excited. So here's like a more close-up view of the mock-up sketch that I did. So you'll see the woman, she'll be sitting here. She's gonna have like a long dress, so that's what that is. And then the guy will be sitting here. The moon. I don't know, I might change the face. I kind of like how this face is coming out, but I might change it. We'll see how I feel. These like squiggles are gonna be like the clouds, and then of course all the little stars. And then I'm debating, I might do flowers on the edges or I might not. Like I said, I'll decide later whenever I get to the actual painting. I am going to be doing the sketch really fast, and then we will get to the line work and I will show you how the final sketch came out. So I finished the sketch on the canvas, and now I am starting to do the line work. I usually start off with a fine tip Sharpie or the black Posca paint marker. I'm doing the fine tip Sharpie right now though, just to get all these small lines. I'm going to be painting over a lot of these lines, but I noticed if you use the Sharpie like first to do the line work and then you start painting the acrylic over, the Sharpie tends to stay. You could kind of peek through it through the paint. So it's nice to have your line work like under the paint. That way you could still see your sketch and you don't have to be sketching all over again. And then the couple, like I said, I'm doing the skeletons here. I'm going to be bouncing a little bit over like the moon and the background and everything, because that's just how my brain, like my crazy brain works. So I'm just going to be doing that. But yeah, the first step is always for me is to use the Sharpie or the like Posca, like I said, paint marker, just to get all this line work, clean it up really nice. I wanted to give the lady skeleton a 1920s styled hair, so I kind of looked up some images, and this was like a hairstyle that was like popular back then. I'm gonna draw some little flowers in her hair though, because I love drawing flowers, and I just think that would like look really nice. So that, or I might give her a hat or something. I'll have to look up 1920s like fashion, and we'll have to add her a hat. And then I also wanted to add the skull guy a hat as well, or something. I'll have to look up the style, but for now I'm just getting the little outlines of the dress done, and the hair and the face. I'll be going over again, painting over, but this is just, like I said, the line work. And then I was thinking for the moon, I wanted to add a nice shade like gradient onto the moon, but that will come in the painting phase. The next step is to erase all of the sketch marks. Once I'm done with the line work, I let the Sharpie dry a little bit, and that way I could clean up the mess of the background. I don't like to have pencil smudges in my art pieces because it really messes with the acrylic colors and it just doesn't look right. So this next step, I'm just sweeping it off, sweeping all this little mess off. My art studio, I have to vacuum it all the time because there's always shards of like eraser all over and paint, and you know how it is as an artist. I'm taking my Posca black paint marker and I'm going over this line work again. I also in this video wanted to go over a little bit of the history of the 1920s moon portraits. So that's a little added bonus. We'll be going over the history of the 1920s moon portraits, and I will be painting a painting. This is going to be like a draw with me / history kind of video. I think I have to add a little bit more to the video, so that's what I'm going to start doing. And if you like these like history and paint with me and draw with me videos, let me know, because I have a lot more ideas for like inspirations for paintings, and also we could go over some history and I don't know, get some more information for you guys on random like things that you wouldn't really think about. So I am going over now with the painting of the moon. I am going to be shading this moon, adding some grays and whites. I like to do like a kind of where the highlight's gonna be in the shading and then go over it like layer by layer, and it's just easier for me to blend. I'm using a Posca marker and a small brush to blend these colors, and then I also like to use my finger. I like finger painting. I'm old, but I'm finger painting, but sometimes your finger works better than a brush, so sometimes I use that. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go over the painting here. And I am really liking these colors, these gray colors and white colors, how they're blending along. That background is just going to be black, so that'll be like probably the last step that I do in this painting. So everything was going so well. I was getting all this line work done, and then something happens. I will show you. So my Posca paint marker, the black one, it ended up exploding on the tip of the moon, and I was gonna freak out, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna use this paint, cause thank God the background is gonna be black anyways. So as Bob Ross would say, happy accidents. So I am gonna be painting. I'm going to get my brush and clean this up. Thank God it didn't get too messy. And luckily I could always repaint the tip of the moon. So yeah, I'm using that black paint that exploded. I'm not going to waste it, smear it or anything. I'm just going to grab that paint and add to the background. So I ended up starting the background a little earlier than I thought, which is okay. Now I wanted to go into the history of the 1890s to 1920s paper moon portraits. That's the full name for it, is paper moon portraits. I was calling it moon portraits and moon paintings, but that's actually what it's called. So the paper moon portraits were from 1890s to the 1920s. They were common at carnivals and seaside resorts. They were whimsical, romantic images, often featuring couples allow people to fly to the moon. So, the fad was fueled by a fascination with early aviation, space travel, and films like A Trip to the Moon. So, it flourished as a novelty, particularly during the 1920s, offering a sense of carefree frivolity and escape during the Jazz Age. They were found at amusement parks, boardwalks, local photography studios, and country fairs. The props were often constructed from wood, paper mache, and paint. These props provided an affordable way for people to experience a dreamy or otherworldly scene. The cultural significance is that the portraits served as souvenirs and reflected the public's growing imaginative interest in the cosmos and flights. It was popular and they were common. It was a romantic trend for lovers and a fun, accessible, and imaginative experience before the prevalence of home photography. They were used as souvenirs and postcards of their trip to the heavens. So it was kind of like the Jules Verne era, like fascination with space and the moon and like traveling up to space. And it was just very whimsical. So people were having a good time and they were going to these carnivals and taking these pictures. I would understand. I think that would be pretty fun. I don't know. I've always been obsessed with like space. When I was little, we had a telescope that my mom had bought for my dad, and me and my sister, we ended up using it more. We used to have it in the front yard, and I come from Tomei, a small town in the country, and there wasn't a lot of light pollution back then. It was like not as full of like houses and businesses like it is now, and we used to go out there with the telescope and look at the moon. So I do have a fascination with space and stars. I just think it's crazy how we're so small in this like great world, and it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me, and I really do enjoy space. It's funny now that I'm older, I like history of like space travel and facts about space. I think it's very interesting, and I don't know if you guys have a fascination with space as well, or galaxies, or traveling, or I don't know, just some sort of adventure. Let me know what would be your ideal adventure if you could pick. So the painting, we're getting along. That's the history. I wanted just to give you guys that. I thought it was kind of cool. So yeah, anyways, we're working on this background again. You could see I'm adding more of the black. I'm like, I might as well do this background because this happened. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to do the background. It's happening, guys. I'm really loving this piece though. So you guys enjoy me painting a little bit more. to work on all the details, so I am working on the moon. I'm trying to make it look like a tattoo style moon, and I'm adding all these little like craters, lines to the moon, got the line work done around it again. And then I was thinking, the background, like, of course I'm going to do the clouds. I want some like fluffy clouds, but I was thinking of doing like stars as well, or something to add to it, just so the background has more dimension. Alrighty, guys, so the clouds are coming along just as I wanted them to. I looked up a few videos to kind of help me out. I really haven't done a lot of acrylic clouds. I've done watercolor clouds before, and I know it's a little different with acrylic. So yeah, I looked up a video on how to do it. So that helped a little bit. Because I wanted them like fluffy clouds too. I didn't want them like just drawn out. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then you could see I got my stars done as well. I'm gonna add one more cloud here in the corner. It just looked like it needed one more. I did like the opposite of what you're supposed to do. I like dabbed the paint after, and then I was like, yeah, I think I need one there. So as you could see, this is like circular motions. Can't talk. And you're gonna go over the clouds again just to give them that fluffy texture. The next step will be me working on the skeletons or the skulls. I need to give them a little bit more shadow, a little bit more definition, and then I did want to work on the man skeleton, his suit, and then the dress for the woman skeleton, just to get them all ready. They're all fancy going out on the town or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna get their clothes done, and then after that, I'm probably gonna give the skeleton man like a 1920 styled hat. I just think that would look really cool, and since he is like going out, I'm using this skeleton tattoo as a reference for my skeletons. Like I said, use your references, guys. It helps a lot. You never know. Like sometimes you could think of something what it looks like, but then like when you go to draw it, you don't know exactly where the lines end and meet. So it's always good to look at references. I always suggest that. And yeah, you could see I'm adding some detail to these the skeleton. I'm really liking how everything's coming out so far. I haven't drawn a black and white piece in a long time. I used to do a lot of like black and white pieces. I'm thinking whenever I do the details on the skeletons and like their outfits, I am going to be switching over to my alcohol based markers instead of acrylic. I just find it a little easier whenever I'm doing like figures like this to use my alcohol markers. I have a lot more practice with them. The Posca and like the acrylic ones, I'm getting used to more. I didn't start using them till recently though, actually. I've always been mostly using the alcohol markers and the Prismacolor pencils. I would like to do another piece of the Prismacolor pencils too. It's been a while since I've used them, and I have like thousands upon thousands of them. I'll have to show you guys all my color pencils in another video. Yeah, it's like madness how many of those I have. So yeah, I don't know, I really want to show you guys my different art. I want to do different techniques. That was like a real goal for me in 2026, was to get some original paintings done, not do a lot of art shows, just focus on the art, get back to like finding my passion for doing my art and just taking my time on it, but also showing you guys the journey. So I will be making prints of this piece. I'll probably do a limited run of about 5. I have some good news as well. I was accepted into the Albuquerque Comic-Con Artist Alley vendor tables for 2027. So I'll be going to that event. If you want to come say hi, if you're following or subscribing, I want to give out some free stickers to you guys just for the support, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'll be making a limited run of these prints, and we're almost done with this piece, guys. Honestly, I think I'll kind of speed up into like the end, and I'll show you my final like process when I spray it with the Krylon, the archival spray, the gloss. But yeah, that'll be like the last step. So you guys just enjoy me painting a little longer, and we are almost done. I'm so excited with this piece. Alrighty guys, it is the last step to add the Krylon archival spray. This piece is finally finished. I'm so excited how it came out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm in my garage in my pajamas. It's like 11 at night right now. But yeah, I finished this piece. I'm so excited. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. This was a little bit of a longer video. I appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you again.